Hi, I'm John, and I'm here at the Schiffer Book Farm. Today I have another brand new release. It is The Resurrected Pirate by Craig Chapman. The subtitle reads, The Life, Death, and Subsequent Career of the Notorious George Lowther. The resurrection that the title refers to is purely figurative. This George Lowther has sort of several segments of his life and a misreported death in between those. And that's what it's referring to. The very short version of the story is that this George Lowther is an Englishman. He is a seaman in the Royal Navy. He serves honorably. He's discharged. He works as a civil mariner. And 3 years after he leaves the Royal Navy, he gets hired to be a second mate on a slave ship. That voyage goes really poorly, and the crew mutinies, and including Lowther. And after the mutiny, Lowther goes on to become a really well-known pirate captain. And he is widely reported to be marooned on an island in the Caribbean and having committed suicide while marooned on that island in 1723. And even to this day, that's usually the reported year of his death and cause. But the reality is that quite a long time later, 16 years later, George Lowther, the very same guy, did receive a royal pardon and was commissioned into the Royal Navy as a lieutenant. And he served in the Royal Navy during the War of Jenkins' Ear. He returned to England, and he died there in England in 1746. And this resurrection is confirmed by several different primary sources, and it's a story that the author, Craig Chapman, came across when he was researching the War of Jenkins' Ear. He was looking at some memoirs and writings from officers in the Royal Navy who were commanders during the War of Jenkins' Ear, and they referred to the Lowther. He figured it out, and it led to this project. So it's a highly unusual bit of Royal Navy and pirate history. Let's turn around the camera and have a closer look. The Resurrected Pirate is a 6x9 hardcover book with a jacket. Like all Schiffer books, it comes with a bookmark. Underneath we have this nice, classy, beige colored case wrap. We have illustrated end sheets. The book has maps, several of which were commissioned specifically for this book. Let's see if I can find one. Here's one of the maps. There are also antique maps in here. There is a color photo insert as well. We elected to use this image for the cover, and it's from Howard Pyle's Book of Pirates. It's an art book. It's in public domain now. And we liked this image because it refers to the sort of stranded, marooned pirate. And of course, that ties in well with Lowther's story. There are more maps in here. In the back of the book, we have an appendix, which includes a list of known members in Lowther's pirate crew. And there's a glossary of terms, and notes, bibliography, and an index. I had to use some fairly small font with the index, but it's just there for reference. The book is 240 pages long, the text is. And then on back jacket flap, we have Craig Chapman. He's a retired U.S. Army officer. On the back cover, we have several endorsements from pirate historians and the retail price, which is $29.99. Resurrected Pirate just went into print on April 28th, It is in stock and available to order wherever books are sold. I will place a link to the title page on schiffermilitary.com in the description below. Please consider liking and subscribing to our channel. Thank you for watching, and thank you for reading.